Hey guys, I'm Megan Brown, and this is my Chapter 8 Functional Area Presentation on Marketing for my MG 490 course. What is marketing? Marketing is the action of businesses promoting and selling products or services, including marketing research and advertising. Broken down, this is the art of a marketer's way of influencing a consumer to purchase a particular product over another, or simply making this product out to be appealing so that the consumer wishes to purchase it. Often, lots of businesses make the mistake in thinking that marketing involved just around one specific thing, when in reality, it's everything that consumers encounter. Marketing is more than just advertisement, like some people think. It's the advertisement along with playing in the role of how consumers are treated when it comes to customer service, as well as the product itself and the follow-up provided within the marketing involvement. Strategic marketing issues, strategies that can be implemented successfully only when an organization markets its goods and services effectively to raise needed capital. Lots of different marketing variables affect the success of failure of a strategy implementation. Some strategic marketing issues and decisions are how to make advertisements more interactive to be more effective, refining your understanding of your target market, and making sure you're defining your goals and expectations for advertisement so that you can be most successful and effective in reaching your desired audience. Being consistent is definitely key. Consistency, a lot of times people think, okay, I'm going to run this ad for a month and if I don't get any sales off of it, I'm done. I'm not running it any longer. A lot of times you have to be consistent in your running of marketing. It's not quick and it's not easy all the time, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer, so you have to stick with it and be consistent. Be consistent on your posting. Be consistent on your running of ads. Don't let it slip through the cracks, because that's when you lose customers and you lose revenue. Don't be afraid to stand out. Nowadays, there's so many things that try and corner the market. The only things that really make it are things that stand out, things that seem different, things that don't, look the same as your average commercial, as your average posting, on social media, whatever it may be. A lot of times you have to do something that's different in order to make that difference in that company and stand out in that advertising marketing sector. Being able to take advantage of Facebook and Twitter conversations about the company and industry are very important. Having the ability to turn those conversations into positive attention, and being able to use exclusive dealerships or multiple channels of distribution. To use heavy, light, or no TV advertising versus online advertising. To limit or not to share a business is done with a single customer. To be a price leader or a price follower. To offer a complete or limited warranty. And to reward salespeople based on straight salary, commission, and or combination of salary and commission. Important marketing activities that are especially important as strategy implementation are engaging customers in social media. Marketing has evolved to be much more of a two-way relationship between consumers over informing just customers of the product or service. Nowadays, they want to feel like you genuinely care about them and you genuinely are looking out for their best interest. They're not going to say, hey, here's my product, this is what I have to offer. A lot of times now they want that more one-on-one connection as opposed to that. Marketers need to have consumers constantly involved in the company's website, social media suggestions, solicit suggestions, terms of product development, and customer service and ideas. Having them involved and making them feel like they're part of the decision making in those products and those services will definitely help them be, more adamant with sticking with and using that product and being loyal to it. Company websites should be able to allow these customers to be able to directly access the company's social media pages from that website. So I should be able to go and click up at the top and say, hey, I want to look at their Facebook page, I want to look at their Instagram, their Twitter, whatever the scenario may be, and be able to access it and see that company's social media site, as well as be able to leave reviews on that company's social media pages. Companies hire typically social media managers to oversee the online community of the customers, as well as the company's social media presence that they carry. Companies find most of their success when addressing amateur content by talking with it and addressing it, as opposed to having to cover it up or drown it out. The best firms today embrace this feeling of individualism, and because those are their customers. So if someone feels a certain way, or someone has a certain comment about a product, or they didn't like it, or maybe it's a positive outlook, if the companies will hone in on that and they make it known that they made that difference. Because nowadays all someone has to do is post on Facebook, post on social media saying, okay, this product or this company, they did this or they did that, and then 10 of their friends are going to see it, 20 of their friends, sometimes if they have a lot, hundreds of their friends are going to see it, and that's how they're going to feel about that product majority of the time before even ever using it or seeing it. So it's good for a company to address these issues and address these situations so that in the end they can be known that, hey, okay, yeah, the product, I didn't like it, the product, it caused issues or maybe the service wasn't as good as I would have expected it to be. But hey, the company itself reached out, offered me a refund. The company itself reached out, offered me an exchange, whatever the scenario may be. When the company reaches out and they actually handle those things in that manner, it definitely reflects more positively than negatively, even though it may have been a negative review left. Companies can benefit tremendously by offering incentives to customers for visiting their websites and social media pages. So a lot of local coffee shops, bakeries, different things like that, even, entertainment centers, if you check in when you're there, or maybe if you, post a photo and you tag them in it as a company, they'll offer you percentages off, free products, free drinks, free cookies, those different things to get you to be engaged in their social media, in their advertisements, and what they have to offer. Defining your target market and using it to establish your target market is very important. Individuals who range in 18 to 27 tend to spend more time on their cell phones and on the internet weekly than they do on TV or radios at all. So many companies have seen that spending money on marketing dollars within social media has been more of a return than outlets like radio, TV commercials, and the Yellow Pages. How Tesla implements social media marketing. Tesla has done well at creating a very strong brand that allows them to not have to do many marketing. It's very minimal marketing. It's a great thing for them. Will it last? Who's to say? But they have done a really good job of it because they specifically have cornered the market with their product. Tesla's CEO has a very strong social media presence and is known to be very outspoken about how he feels in certain situations and just speaks his mind in general. And this has definitely helped him in creating that presence and brand for his company and being well known across social media outlets. Tesla has done some advertising, and they've really done some pretty interesting things because they don't really spend any money on marketing dollars whatsoever. They typically just take the last advertising promotion they did, they took a contest and they said, hey, create a commercial, a video involving Tesla, and we'll pick the top 10, and then the winner gets tickets to come to one of our launch parties of the new vehicle we're launching at Tesla. So what they did was you had all these amateur videographers and these people who create videos submit these videos with Tesla in the vehicles, the product in it, and then turn around and they pick one, and Tesla spent no money hardly in it in the contest, but yet they still had marketing content to use. Ways Tesla will improve on their social media presence will be to really make consumers feel like they're part of the Tesla family. When you look into Tesla's products, Tesla has no issue with sales. They have no issues with sales. That's not their issue at all. They currently have a waiting list actually for products that are needing to be purchased. They have a waiting list. You put $1,000 deposit down, and then you have to wait, and it could be a year before you get your complete product because they're that backed up on vehicles. People want to purchase them that much. But Tesla could work on creating a better experience for the consumer. When purchasing their vehicles, and give them insight on how they were built, the timing, the labor, the ideas that go into it behind it. You can create commercials, kind of create documentaries in a sense, shorts, documentaries, and just kind of go behind and say, hey, this is our brand. This is how we build them. This is the what we put into them. For you as a consumer to see that, you're going to be better at being adamant to feel like you're part of that family and you're part of that brand. And building the Tesla brand in order to build a community around it is going to really help Tesla in the long run, because you could sell a car to anyone, but if you sell a car to someone who feels like they're a part of that, they're going to tell 3 people, and then that's going to turn in return, possibly result in more purchases, and then they're going to tell 3 people, and it's a chain effect. Tesla has been in a little heat lately, so this would also help Tesla as a company see a little bit of positivity and light, as far as they've had some autopilot issues with some crashes. They've had some issues with parked vehicles catching on fire. So nothing out of the ordinary. It could happen to any vehicle or any company, but because Tesla is the company that it is, they definitely caught some heat for it. So this could definitely help in the brand of the company. Marketing segmentation. Marketing segmentation and product positioning rank as marketing's most important contribution to strategic management. This can be described as the subdividing into distinct subsets of customers according to the needs and buying habits. Marketing segmentation is very important for strategy implementation for 3 major reasons. The first one is strategies such as market development, product development, market penetration, and diversification requires increased sales through new markets and products. To implement these new and improved market segmentations, this is required. And the second one is market segmentations allows a firm to operate with limited resources because mass production, mass distribution, and mass advertisement is not required at all. The third is marketing segmentation allows decisions to directly affect marketing mixed variables such as product, place, promotion, and price. Segmentation is the key to matching supply and demand. This is done by strategists determining the characteristics and needs of the consumers. How will Tesla use marketing segmentation? Tesla will use marketing segmentation to better serve their customers through marketing segmentation. Tesla can narrow this on the target markets through segmentation in order to learn more about the wants and the needs and the potential marketing strategies that need to be taken. So this will be done in 3 specific areas: geographically, demographically, and behaviorally. They'll look at these different areas, geographically, and break down the specific areas that they want to choose to be their target markets. Demographically, they will look at the different types of people and individuals and break down demographically how they want to target market, those. And behaviorally, they'll look at that as well and target those on behavioral manners and how they want to establish those into their target market. Product positioning and perceptual mapping. Once the target market has been segmented, in order to target particular groups of customers, the next step is to find out what customers want and expect out of the product through perceptual mapping and perceptual product positioning. This requires analytical research and to be completed to be able to achieve this. Product positioning entails developing representations that reflect how products or services compare to those of the competitors or dimensions most important to the success of the industry. So this is used to determine how to meet the needs and wants of a particular consumer group. How is product positioning done? Number 1, selecting key criteria that effectively differentiate products or services in the industry. Number 2 is diagram a 2-dimensional product positioning map with the specific criteria on each axis. The number 3 is to plot major competitors' products or services in a resultant 4-quadrant matrix. And number 4 is to identify areas in the position mapping where companies' products or services could be most competitive in that target market. And number 5 is to develop a market plan positioning a company's products or services. How will Tesla use product positioning and perceptual mapping? Tesla will identify areas in the position mapping where the company's products can be most competitive in their given target markets. Tesla is already successful in that because they are the top selling brand of electric vehicles and they have cornered the market with this. The market is being competitive with electric vehicles, but they're topping it completely. Secondly, they will select key criteria that effectively differentiate their product in the industry. Tesla has already done an amazing job at their product positioning in that they do well and are one of the few producers that in the market that make this product and have made it so well and are highly selling. So that's how they will use product positioning and perceptual mapping.